I'll be the first to admit, I was a bit skeptical about the SVBONY SV503 102mm Astronomy Photography Kit when I first heard about it. I've tried my fair share of astrophotography setups over the years, and let's just say that most of them have ended up feeling like a science project rather than something I actually enjoy using. But this kit? It actually changed my mind. I was pleasantly surprised by how straightforward it was to get up and running, and the images I captured with it were sharper than I expected for a beginner-friendly setup. If you're interested in checking out the product details, the link is in the description below on Amazon. What really stood out to me was how portable this thing is. The whole kit weighs under 10 pounds, which is a huge deal if you're like me and don't have a permanent observatory in the backyard. I mean, who has the space for that, right? The SV165 Mini OTA is compact enough to toss in a backpack with your camera and a small tripod, and the SV211 dovetail base makes it easy to mount on just about any standard tripod head. I took it out to a dark sky site last weekend, and setting it up took less than 15 minutes, no heavy lifting, no complicated alignment. That's a game changer for someone who just wants to grab the gear and go without the hassle. I've found that one of the biggest barriers to getting into astrophotography is the setup itself. You've got to align the scope, focus the camera, and hope that the stars are aligned, no pun intended. But with the SVBONY SV503 kit, all of that is streamlined. The scope is easy to set up, and the camera is simple to connect and control. I was able to get some great shots of the Orion Nebula and Andromeda Galaxy, and the process was surprisingly stress-free. The 102mm objective lens is where this kit really shines. It gathers enough light to capture decent deep sky objects without needing a super long exposure time. I paired it with my DSLR, and even at f/7, the stars came out sharp across the entire frame thanks to the included 0.8x focal reducer and field flattener. That reducer is a nice bonus. It effectively shortens the focal length, making the scope more forgiving for wide field shots. I struggled with field curvature in the past, but this setup flattened the field nicely, so I didn't have to deal with edge distortion in my photos. I was also impressed with the camera that comes with the kit, the SV503. It's surprisingly capable for a 1.23 megapixel sensor. It's not going to replace a cooled astro camera for serious imaging, but for quick lunar shots or bright planetary targets, it works great. The color accuracy is solid, and the sensitivity is good enough to pick up details on Jupiter's bands or Saturn's rings with just a few seconds of exposure. I also like that it's compact and connects easily via USB, so you can control it from your laptop or even a tablet. If you're just starting out or want something simple for casual imaging, it's a solid choice. Another thing I appreciated was the build quality. The SV503 kit feels sturdy without being overbuilt. The SV211 dovetail base has a comfortable grip, and the handle on the OTA makes it easy to carry without worrying about dropping anything. The focuser is smooth and precise, which is important when you're trying to nail focus on a distant galaxy. I've used cheaper scopes that wobble or have sloppy focusers, but this one held steady even in a light breeze. Now, I know what you're thinking, is this kit perfect? And the answer is, no, it's not. The biggest limitation is the 1.23 megapixel camera. It's fine for basic shots, but if you're serious about astrophotography, you'll probably want to upgrade to a dedicated astro camera or a DSLR down the line. Also, the included tripod that comes with some bundles is pretty basic, so if you don't already have a sturdy tripod, you might want to invest in a better one to avoid vibrations. But for the price, the kit delivers a lot of value, especially if you're just getting into the hobby. I've been using this kit for a few weeks now, and I've been consistently impressed with the results. The images are sharp, the setup is easy, and the portability is a game changer. If you're on the fence about this SVBONY SV503 kit, I'd say go for it if you want something portable, easy to set up, and capable of producing good results without breaking the bank. It's not going to replace a high-end astrophotography rig, but it's a fantastic entry point for beginners or anyone who wants a no-fuss setup for casual imaging. The kit is perfect for those who want to dip their toes into astrophotography without committing to a huge investment. And who knows, you might just find yourself hooked on the hobby. With its ease of use, portability, and affordability, the SVBONY SV503 kit is an excellent choice for anyone looking to get started with astrophotography. The link is below if you want to check it out. Happy stargazing!